Hey guys, Tyler from Turnaround Sports. We've been getting a bunch of questions about running with power and how you should properly pace for a marathon and things you should be looking out for. So I just wanted to create a quick video for you guys and talk about it and let you know some things that I look for when planning a marathon for my athletes. So the first thing that I wanted to show you guys is obviously the analysis of what this marathon entailed today. You could see that as this athlete progressed, their power steadily decreased over time. And if all you have to look at is this half of the equation, right around halfway here, a little bit more, this athlete started to decline pretty big. And if this is all you have to look at, you would say, hey, maybe your nutrition was off, maybe your pacing could have been affected a little bit, but they look pretty good up until this point, and then they slowly decline. So I just wanted to show you a little bit more on the back end here. So as we dive in a little bit deeper to the run, you can see that this athlete, the first half of this marathon, they had some pretty big accelerations, some pretty big surges, and you could see that it took a little bit to recover from these. Diving in a little bit deeper, if we go to these, here, maybe we can make it bigger for you. If we go over to this level 5 right here, this intensive threshold area, you could see that a lot of time spent in this zone is towards that first half of the marathon, and then towards the end it kind of exits, which is typically normal. But if we go down to the next one, which is that extensive threshold area, again, you could see a lot of the time is in that first half, maybe a little bit longer than that. This endurance area, a lot of time is spent towards the end, and if you wanted to improve a little bit on this time, if you mixed a little bit more of this endurance towards the beginning and took out some of this intensive time at the beginning, things would have been able to hold off a little bit more. I mean, if we go up to these higher zones, you can see all or most of these areas where this athlete was in the zone were at the beginning. So a way to counteract this is just to stay in this endurance zone a little bit more in the beginning. I know it's hard in the beginning, but that will allow you to progress that speed and just hold it for longer and longer towards the end of that marathon. Now, if we dive in a little bit more to the time in the zones, you can see here, if we click over here, this is what I was talking about earlier with the extensive threshold, and you can see, if my computer responds, the intensive time, which was more towards the beginning over here. You could see if we spread that out a little bit more, then this athlete would have been able to hold that power a little bit longer towards the end. So all of that is crucially important when you are planning out your workouts. See what happens when you do your runs, how long you can hold a certain amount of power for. This athlete just made a couple of easy mistakes at the beginning. This was a personal best by far for this athlete. They did great today. It was awesome, but there's still room to improve on this time, and I'm sure they will be progressing out later in the year. So just a quick video explaining how you should watch your power during the marathon and how it can help you progress.